between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Watson. Looking long for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the shotgun, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away, They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's Ryan to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Coleman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Ryan will throw again. Pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Tuesday.
2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Gun! Hey, Tuesday. Hey, express!
On 3rd down, Ryan. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get it up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Didn't get the push they needed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone, and now 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Taylor to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, 25!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Ready. Back 25.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Second and goal from the 1.
Ready.
It's Coleman here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Here we go. Ready. 5-25.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Taylor now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. Here's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 37 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation. It's been enough variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the Converse is controlling this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter brought the time to change things.
Come here.
To throw is Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's incomplete.
See that? See those lights sticking up next to the hill?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Stella, stop trying to free Daisy.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
We're about to get a punishment because he decided to going to attack Chloe.
Taylor.
He thought Chloe wanted to play.
That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'm going to go for her, you do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't fuck up.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
I don't know if I'm going to go for her because she has a corrupt flag.
Guys, I got so pissed in the morning because I was playing Dead by Daylight and we had got into the exit and the killer was only going after me and they kept taking me off the hook.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive.
They
score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're
yeah, because I'm in the game, so I'll finish the game and then I'll join you guys.
Even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game.
But I'm not playing Dead by Daylight. I'm playing Madden right now. I have like a quarter left.
That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
But I don't know why you're
still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's foosball.
It's caught by Ridley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
I'm sticky with you. What?
Especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
I'm sticky. What happened is that fuels you, even though the reason you got injured wasn't because of it.
On the return is Henderson.
Are we the only ones doing damage?
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Right behind us.
Or behind me. Across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Texans.
That's their done. I don't know what the fuck this Randall is doing. Oh, that's what the... Oh, sorry. There was hair tickling my ear, okay? Hey, I couldn't control it. Besides, I made up for it because I had 2 great skill checks, so...
Offense now, they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
The random two of them.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play. Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off.
Sorry, I thought I was going to hit first check. Hey, keep working on it.
Gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction it starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where running back's vision comes into play. See the hole, a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
That's a shocker. Most of us get hooked to these ones.
That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll be brought down with the first down. And a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I was like original girl that got hooked the first time.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left
Well,
side,
there's a
taken
person
in
that
by
can open
Hill.
it faster. Get out, woman, get out, get out.
15 yards that time and another first down.
I got kicked out of that one.
You
and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a
Jaden.
guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end
I
drag
heard Jaden
definitely an
too.
effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I have 2 more quarters and all.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many
Well,
times.
let's wait for him. Let's wait for him anyway, because I have to check on my food and stuff.
In this
Don't
case,
ask me
though,
about
give credit to the
checking on my
defense.
food.
They outguessed him, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's Coleman, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically,
can I call you son
both
or
of
no?
these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackled behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track.
Man, I'm so sorry for being absent 35 years.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Like we could do so much things now. I could teach you how to play baseball,
How they
football.
would block first and foremost.
We could go
Now we
fishing.
want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can
Football
they gain
first?
after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Donkey breath, ass breath to me? Ass breath is better than donkey breath.
Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away.
I need an
now
end.
they just look at the offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
I need
Shake
it.
off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Conan Eggers is badass.
Here on first down. Rolling to his... Oh, the ball
They're
is
chewing on the gate, though.
And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone
I have Conan
has a
Eggers.
turnover,
It's pretty
but there's
badass.
ever a good time to do it.
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go.
Donnie's like,
and
I
maybe
have
he'll
a team.
remember,
I'm
I don't
cool
want to do this when it
with
comes
you.
time for the games to count.
No, trust me, they show tits in
They
that
begin
game.
the drive with Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second.
Do you play
and 12.
PvP or not?
On second down,
Oh, damn, that's still.
he's going to float this one deep right side.
Alright, can I get an invite or
He's
what?
unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position.
What's his name? Caden, right?
Hold on, third down.
Caden, you can call me.
I know, but I still want an invite. My food's almost done. I'm almost done for certain now.
Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game. Although they got it
I
done.
never said that. I never said that.
But there have been some good
I am
numbers
not
put up
upset.
against him offensively.
You take that back.
On third down.
You're a mad horse.
And
Okay,
too much juice. It'll be out
Okay,
of bounds,
fine, man. I'll take the man
incomplete.
whore, but I won't
But
be called a
one thing's for
slut.
sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big
Wait,
lead.
no. You're
I
a
think it's way too early to
prostitute.
go into
You're a
the shell, so I
prostitute.
like what they're doing.
I
Continue
can
to
only
take
be a
your
prostitute if
shots.
I
Prostitute.
take money.
You're
It's
a
not their job
prostitute
to slow
and a dude
themselves
together.
down.
A prostitute.
This is
A
brought in at the
prostitute.
21. That'll be
Wow.
a 41
Oh, yeah,
yard
I
punt,
see. Send me an
4
invite,
yards
I'll
there
just join.
on the return.
That's the best you
And
can
the
come up
Texans
with?
will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the
Because I
turnover
am a
last
Baba Yaga.
time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man. Because you're exactly right.
What they call John
All
Wick in
game
the
long,
movie?
They've struggled
He is
moving
called
the
the
ball,
Baba Yaga.
turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic
We're
of the
gonna have so
success
much
of this
fun.
broadcast.
We're
What
gonna
I
play
like is that you
football.
gave
We're
me
gonna
the
watch
word,
football
I
on
just kept using
Sundays.
it.
We're gonna fish. The Cowboys.
To throw on second.
No, I'm sorry,
Watson.
son.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
No
Let's
way,
just break this
no
down
way.
and
But
make
what
it
team
pretty
are you?
simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the
Oh,
defense,
oh.
and giving your athlete,
Oh my God.
yes,
Oh my God, I'm gonna
a chance to
disown
make
you
something
now.
happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Watson
No.
on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second
So does
half.
Le'Veon
This is an
Bell.
offense that
Le'Veon Bell
continues
left
to
too.
struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's able to get the first
Do you think
before
Ryan
he's taken
Chase is gonna
down
come
at
back?
the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they
Like, I
look to
want
pay
Tony
it off
Romo
on
to come
1st
back,
down.
to be honest. I hate how people keep calling him that. I hate it.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Okay, guys, I'm almost done with my game. I have 8 minutes left.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down, sit. Down, where the hell is? I got a blue for 2.
On 1st down, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like
Oh, wait,
that.
I meant chocolate.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
He's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further.
That's fucking bullshit, and you know it.
Out of hand.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Hey, Jaden. Oh, Caden, son, I'm sorry.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard.
I promise to give you $500 each week for lunch
start
money.
Out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fucking buys like 100 pounds of weed with that money.
Again, it's Coleman. And it's been like this all night long.
Yeah, Caden, because I'm your father. I'll whoop your ass.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They run the play fake to Coleman.
Well, like father, like son. We're both going to smoke a bowl.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
We're going to be doing some dabs. We're going to do it from the bong. We're going to smoke
nice cushion.
Sniff coke.
They just want to pour it on right now.
All that
Still
good
throwing
shit.
the football.
And I know my background says,
Come here,
you need
son.
to do this, just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead
No,
and
my
put
phone
the
just
numbers
died.
up.
No, it didn't.
Not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Bro, I'm pissed.
Get up!
They will run again with Coleman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Turn down for what?
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan to throw.
I'm back.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a
4 minutes.
pickup on the
No,
play,
the 3 minutes.
and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
That's how long it usually takes me to beat a game if I play it all the time.
18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
Fucking asshole, man. He wasn't supposed to go for it.
And
I'm mad now.
This big lead.
I'm mad. I'm mad
Here's
right now.
Bryant to kick it away.
You're mad about playing Madden?
Because he went for it on 4th and like
And
35 and got the touchdown.
This one as
Fucking
it's through
retarded.
the end zone for a touchback.
There was
Heading out
a
is
time
the
he didn't
Texans
get it.
offense as they get set to take
You're
over
getting
here.
mad and
They're
you're
looking
playing
to make a
mad
bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to
You're
them.
depression?
Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
No,
This
it's
hurts the
your
defense.
depression.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25,
Oh, you're...
2nd and 10.
background.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Right
back to him on first down.
Well, that's hot. That's hot.
Is not free.
He did what you told him to. He did what you told him to.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. They come out here in the eye. Here's Coleman on the toss.
Fuck
and
you,
that
bitch.
Play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden,
Donnie,
it's
do you have any comments?
What?
Donnie, do you have any comments on this?
I can't. What?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Whistle's now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they use the first of
my
their
medical
timeouts
kit.
to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
The ice bag. You could have just said that, Linda.
The Falcons on third down.
Okay, Linda, hold on.
Not quite 50%.
Hold on, this is goal line stand.
Here it's 3rd and 2.
I know.
We got he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Okay, Linda, don't worry. Take it on the medical kit.
Excuse me, Donnie.
Oh, yes it is. Go in the back.
I don't think she's there. Donnie!
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now.
All right, let's all watch points together, guys. Let me break on my points.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I got fucking raped in this game.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
You thought you went to sleep.
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Oh my God, like 2 minutes left.
Get it done.
Less than
and
2 minutes.
Oh, Peter, you're starting to play that porn in the background. Because Vincent told him to. That would help cure this Christmas.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And
fucking play porn right now, like some black girl porn.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off.
Oh no.
Maybe some fatigue.
Oh no.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let me talk to our son. Caden, son.
Here's Watson to throw.
Listen to your daddy. Listen to your daddy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Bringing the pressure again.
Caden.
Sorry, old pal.
Caden.
Come on, bud.
Oh my God.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Caden.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field.
Okay, guys, send the invite. It's only a minute 15 left.
Maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Okay, Judy went out of bounds. Okay, hold on.
2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is
almost done?
If you don't know, you should ask me about that. If you don't get your ass, then you will start without you.
You guys better not let me die. I swear to God, if you guys let me die, I'm going to be so mad.
We can't control if you die or not. We can try to not let you die, but we can't control if you die.
Ryan wants to throw it.
You don't piss clean?
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Football. It's the weirdest
that would have been a
piss
great
was
catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. This is Coleman.
Well, you have 2 more years before you can't do jack shit.
Okay, guys, it's less than a minute.
Wide open football, a lot of spread formations.
57, 56, 55, 54, 53.
I can't wait so long.
Yeah, breaking the tackle. And, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
48 seconds. 47, 46, 45,
We're going in
44.
a bad direction.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Looking for a cutback.
Caden, son, I want to talk to you about
porn.
porn.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You want to watch that black girl porn?
Everyone.
I'm not sure. I think he's broken.
You saw that stupid song. I don't think anything worth saying is getting through to him.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes, we're able to do that.
All right, guys, I'm ready.